These are the Baptist Ministry Centers in Houston, Texas. And if you look closely, you might notice that they have critters running around all over the place. No, not those kinds of critters. These kinds of critters. They are the summer missionaries who show up every summer to help tell the people of inner city Houston about Jesus.
We do this because this is the abundance. This is where it's at, to serve God.
Ginger Smith is a North American missionary, and she helps all of these critters minister to the people who live around the 3 Baptist centers here. But here's the thing you must know. Ginger was once a critter too.
I've never heard of that before.
That's right. Ginger was a summer missionary right here in the Baptist centers in Houston when she was just 17 years old.
I was a summer missionary when I was a high school student, and that's how I learned about the ministry and also how I developed a love for summer missions. And it's where I first learned about missions. It's where I went from hearing about missions and, watching the videos and giving to missions to actually doing it. And something just life-changing happened for me when I was a summer missionary, and it was the first time I'd ever seen God use me.
Almost all of the people who live around the ministry centers don't have enough money for everything they need, things like food and clothes, and many of them do not even know the language. So the Baptist Ministry Centers give them those things that they need for a reason.
And my goal is not to make them rich. I don't want them to be hungry, but my goal is for them to understand who Jesus Christ is. And Southern Baptists have no excuse. I mean, we should be in the inner city. We should be in the rural areas. We should be everywhere.
8-year-old Miguel Gill comes to the Kids Club at the Fletcher Center, one of the 3 ministry centers. At Kids Club, they get to do crafts, play games, and hear about Jesus.
Thank you for having the Fletcher Center, and thank you to be with us right here. That we love them.
Yes. What are we supposed to do for our enemies?
Kylie Best is a critter. She helps with the Kids Club at the Joy Center. She's 17 years old, the same age as Ginger when she was a critter.
I decided to come to Houston this summer because I couldn't think of anything else better to do than to serve God for 9 weeks straight and just to stretch myself and learn something new.
Y por eso, Señor, tú mereces gloria y honra, Señor. Tú mereces toda la alabanza, Señor.
Chris Ortiz is one of the critters. He meets with the people at the Gano Center before they get their food. He tells them how they can become Christians and asks for ways to pray for them.
I just really think it's a great opportunity to let students serve and for them to see God work in their life and to see the gifts that God has given them and just the ability to show that, to be able to use that and to be able to lead people to Christ.
I know God has confirmed to me this summer that when I go back to my normal life, I won't be able to last long without working full-time again. So I think my normal life is pretty much over.
Here's a way that you can be like Ginger and her critters by making a birthday in a bag.
Our kids don't even have money for birthday parties and cakes. And so now we ask for people to collect, a gift bag like you would put a present in, but inside of it, put a cake mix and frosting and candles and napkins and plates and prizes and things like that so that our children can have a birthday party, and we call it Birthday in a Bag.
Happy birthday!
Kylie and Chris might turn out to be like Ginger. This summer might be the first in a long line of missionary jobs for them, but when they leave, they will definitely share her need to share with others about Jesus.
I don't want to know that there's a person that God created that I pass by that I treat less than human. And I want people to know that the unconditional love of God is for everybody.
Pray for Ginger Smith and her critters as they tell the people of inner city Houston about Jesus. Pray that they can help the boys and girls like Miguel to know Jesus and to make the kinds of choices that he would want them to make.